Hey everybody, it's that time of the year where we're drinking hard cider and beer after work. This is hard cider and that's beer. In case you don't know him, that's Fernando. He's our field manager and he's from Brazil. And Arthur is holding the phone. He's also from Brazil. And I haven't gone to Brazil yet, but I am hoping to make it down there at some point here pretty soon. I'm actually going to go to Vietnam, Cambodia, and Thailand this winter. So for those of you that don't know, my wife is actually from Vietnam. So we're going to head back there and visit her family. And it'll be an interesting trip. It's always a really great experience to go to outside the country and see how other people farm and grow vegetables. Did go to Vietnam back in 2011, and it's amazing like how every, especially in the cities, like how every square foot is just under cultivation, put into some sort of fruit or vegetable production. So anyway, wanted to give you guys an update. We are halfway through now the Fall CSA. So we're going to talk to you here a little bit about next week. Now next week, this email is going out to everybody who was a CSA member in 2015. And so you have an opportunity here to get a custom box for yourself next week if you'd like. Jamie has emailed the list out to you, and you'll have until Friday to make your order. And then we're going to put them together and deliver next week out to your old drop points. Unless you want it at a different drop point, just tell us sooner than later. We won't be able to change that last minute, so you have to tell us now. And then we'll probably, I think we're going to do this one more time as an offer, some sort of custom opportunity. We're going to try to do it maybe during the last week of CSA. The options will not be as big then, as far as number of produce, because we'll be in the first week of December, but we'll see. It's been a very warm November, so we'll see how the weather holds up. Thanksgiving delivery, just wanted to remind you guys, Thanksgiving delivery will be on Tuesday before Thanksgiving. A lot of you have opted out for that, and that we gave you that choice. We knew that was going to happen, but the delivery will be on Tuesday. Now also, we are going to be delivering turkeys from North Mountain Pastures, and so you have that opportunity. They have about 80 birds left up there, and Brooks Miller, we work a lot with North Mountain Pasture. Brooks Miller is a friend of mine and his wife, and so we have worked with them before. That's their sausage that you get, if you've heard about their sausage. Sometimes their beef, so different things like that. So, and you guys always, I just want to leave on the table here, you guys should know that I can get quarters of beef or halves of beef or a whole cow if you want. I can also do the same with pigs. I can do half or whole pigs too, butchered with bacon, with sausage. So if you're interested in something like that, please let me know. Just give me a call directly. Don't you can email me, but calling is a good way to do it too. And I can give you prices right off the bat and give you approximate prices. And it's all done by hanging weight. So it's hanging weight is not the true weight of what you receive, but that's sort of an industry standard. But I don't really have time to talk about that right now. Speaking of meat, our chickens will be slaughtered on Monday. Those little fuzzy peeps are now these giant behemoths, like 6-7 pound birds, right up here by the greenhouse. And Monday, they will be processed here on the farm. Now, we will be selling fresh birds off the farm starting that morning, starting about noon on Monday, and then we'll hold on to them for a few days. They'll be in the walk-in cooler on ice, and then the rest we'll hold on to a certain number, and then the rest of them will be frozen and shrink wrapped, and then at the end of that 3 or 4 day period, we're going to freeze and shrink wrap the rest of them. But there is an opportunity to get their fresh frozen. We already have probably about 4 or 5 people who are already going to show up, we know, at noon to get fresh birds. Some people actually want birds that have all the intestines intact, and they just want the feathers off, and they're going to take and deal with the rest. So that's a possibility too, if you want to eviscerate them yourself. Christmas time or the holidays are coming up here pretty soon. It seems like everything's flying by. So we may do like one pop-up delivery, offer some sort of pop-up delivery sometime after the end of CSA. So I may come down there with like just a whole bunch of produce, just do like a pop-up market, and I can bring chickens down, I'll bring eggs down, and I'll bring any kind of produce that we still have that's still alive and growing or fresh enough to deliver. So I'm thinking on that one it's probably going to be Palisades, some kind of central location. I know Palisades is central to those of you in southeast or on the east side of town. So if we can do it 2 time periods, then maybe we'll do like one down in Bloomingdale or something, and one either over in Petworth or Palisades, and do some sort of pop-up market. I'll try to coordinate. I haven't even talked to the hosts yet, but I'll probably coordinate this with a couple of the hosts. So, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great holiday season. We're starting early here. We are starting early. We're exhausted. But things are going well. We're actually not as tired as last year. I know some of the videos I sent out last year, I think I was in the barn till 11, 12 at night sometimes, this time of year. But this year we seem to be more on top of things and more organized. So we're having a good season. Looking forward to having you back for the next season. And it is open right now. CSA sign up for 2016 is open. You can sign up and you can get a discount, and then you can also, the first 100 that get in will be able to get custom box. So custom box is obviously a special thing. It was pretty popular this year. We got pretty good feedback from it. We got very good feedback from it, and so we're still looking at that. But we're going to be hoping to expand custom box as long as we can figure out the logistics here in the barn. You're looking at the packing area of the barn right now, and so we're trying to straighten it out and make it more amenable to bringing in 20, 30 items at a time, and be able to give you guys those kind of options. I mean, because we're growing so many different varieties of tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, So the question is, do we actually offer that many, or we're thinking about like scaling it back just a little bit, just to keep things a little more sane here in the barn. It's kind of tricky, especially when you're reading those little labels on the boxes and trying to figure out what goes in where. So, okay. Please, we're going to be sending out an end of the year survey for the general CSA, for the standard box CSA. Please fill it out. Give us everything that you can think of, any kind of critique, or what you like, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see differently, or what you liked before that we're not doing now, whatever. And we'll see what we can do here. Thanks, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.